Hey everyone, Sunny right here. Um, so this hurts me to say, I had a real hard time making this video, but I've always kept it 100 with y'all, except for those times that I lied to y'all. But truth of the matter is, I finally come to grips with the Haslab Engine of Vengeance doesn't look like it's gonna get funded. I finally come to grips with it. I've accepted it. Um, you know, it was affecting my life all over the place. I'd go to work and someone would come in, I'd try to give them some sort of recognition, and I'd be so upset about the Haslab that I ended up firing them instead. And, it wasn't their fault, but, I just had that misplaced frustration. It was affecting my performance during intercourse. Um, it was affecting my eating habits. Instead of, I'd go to Taco Bell and I'd be like, let me get the number one. And I'd accidentally not tell them, hey, keep all those womanly vegetables out of my food. And I'd end up eating vegetables. And it was a real bad time. It was a real bad time. That's what the point is. But I finally caved and I got me a HasLab alternate. Now I know what you're thinking. Sonny, you said there were no good alternates out there. I was wrong. Okay. I totally forgot that my close personal friend, The Rock, has a muscle car available. It's not a Batmobile. It's not a Bratz car. You know, I can. I'm not like, oh, look at me. I took this toy from a little girl. Like, that's not me. No, I'm gonna take my toys from little boys like a man. And so we're going to take a look at this and see what it's all about. So as you can see, this was an Amazon repackage, so I got it for dirt cheap. Um, it wasn't the $350 that I wanted to spend on a muscle car for my action figures. So we're just gonna have to see if it's able to suffice and meet my needs. And the most important thing is I hope that my life can go on without having the Engine of Vengeance in my life. And I know most of y'all are like, Sonny, but you're a Hasbro shill. You should be all for it. Correct. But when the limit is 5, I can't order 9,000 on my own. I don't have my own storefront where I can sell them for a higher value and make all that money back and then not report my taxes and get in trouble with the law later. So that's not something that's going to happen. So I have to go with the Slam Mobile from Mattel, from Mattel Wrestlers. And while it doesn't come with uh, Robbie Reyes at all, like that's not even a thing. Robbie Reyes is not a he's not a wrestler. It does come with powered down Black Adam though, so that is one of the benefits. You get the powered down Black Adam figure. Uh, the articulation's terrible. He can only do forward kicks. He can't do side kicks, which I'm not sure if that's a Samoan thing or if that's just a cheap action figure thing, but it's not possible for this Black Adam figure. We will look at the car in itself. So there are several pieces of plastic. Another thing that Hasbro's missing, which we all love so much to use those resources up. One day I'm gonna be able to tell my grandkids, like, back when your grandpa was a 40-year-old male collecting toys, we had plastic in our toys. And they'll be like, wow, that's the stuff of myths and legends. That's right. Just like Lechusa and La Llorona. So we'll go and take a look at the car. Now, there's no fire effects. I will tell you that there are 0 fire effects with this. So I'm already a little bit disappointed. But you're like, Sonny, you're almost 40. You could start your own fires, your own live fires. That's true. I could. It might melt it. It might give it some battle damage look. But I could do that. You're absolutely correct. I'm gonna save this plastic to pass down to one of my grandchildren one day. Assuming that my kids can also overcome all the shortfalls from this Haslab not being backed properly, because there's all those haters out there in the toy community not spending the $350 to buy it. So we will look at the car. As you see, it's like a hybrid between a Mustang and Camaro. So we'll just call it a Mustmaro. So we do have the Mustmaro of Vengeance. We do have working doors. Unfortunately, the door panels have been hollowed out as if the cartels were going to stick drugs and other contraband in the door panels to smuggle it across the border. So that is one feature that it has. Some of y'all are like, can you open the trunk? The trunk does open. It opens right there. So can you put a figure in there? Let's take Cowboy the Hood. He doesn't even fit. So if you were going to put a body in the trunk, you'd have to chop them up in pieces to fit them in here. So already, Haslab Engine of Vengeance has a win on the doors and on the trunk. And you're like, Sonny, what about the wheels? Do they come off? No, they're on just one single axis, so they're connected together. I'd have to pop the rivets to get those off. Look at the bottom. That doesn't look like a real car at all. I don't know any cars, if you flip over, they say trademark 2018 WWE made in China. Granted, most cars are probably made in China. I don't know where cars are made nowadays. But I bet the Haslab Engine of Vengeance didn't have that. We also have this hood that comes apart. So while you're like, the Haslab comes with a lot of pieces, this comes with pieces too. You can remove the windshield. It breaks if you want to break it. The doors are supposed to come off. The doors come off. So you can make the car look damaged if you wanted to. Again, probably a good chance to take some fire to it at this point. Looks like the seats will come out, but they are strapped in right now. So we'll just cut those off. Now, these seats, they don't look premium. The Haslab Engine of Vengeance look like premium seats. Like the Haslab Engine of Vengeance, that's the kind of car that, like, if I bought that car in real life, I'd be like, day one, I'm definitely sitting on there butt naked. Like, I've got to have that feel under my bare butt cheeks. This one, not so much. This looks like the material would be cold. And I don't know about you, but I don't like cold against my bare butt cheeks. And if you don't believe me, it's on my LinkedIn profile. It's under my dislikes. So, again, the other seat comes out. There is some detailing under the seat. You can see in there. As if there's cabling going to the seats, as if they're adjustable. They're not adjustable. It's all a farce. It's all a farce. And I don't know if the trunk comes out, but the hood cracks. So you crack the hood because that's realistic, right? No, it's not realistic. You can't dent a hood like that. It doesn't work that way. They're hinged on the sides right here. Unless you have one of those weird European cars that hinge on the front, you still can't do it though. You still can't bash it in like that. That's not a thing. You're like, Sonny, what does the engine look like? Well, let's take a look at the engine. We'll pull that off. That's not an engine. Where's the battery? Where's the alternator? Show me where the AC is. Yeah, exactly. Washer fluid? I don't see a washer fluid jug anywhere in here. I bet the Engine of Vengeance had that though. We won't know though, will we? Because y'all want to buy Bratz toys from little girls. Bumper comes off. Bumper sure does come off. Why? Bumpers don't come off like this. They don't have pegs like this. They're held on by clips. Another lie that we've been told by Mattel that this is a good car because the clips come off like that. So basically we have this shell of a car. We can even call this the shell charger if we want to. Instead of the hell charger, shell charger right here. Copyrighted. Mattel, don't steal that from me. If we put it all back together, we can take a look to see if a 6-inch figure will fit in here. You know, the Black Adam figure that it comes with, he's about 7 inches maybe. Give or take an inch or two. But we can check. We can definitely check to see if this will suffice for a 6-inch figure, or if we're regulated to having a 7-inch figure. And no, I'm not sure that regulated is the right word to use right there, but I used it anyway because I'm so angry. So we'll put this back on with this fake hood that doesn't make any sense. It's supposed to make it look like it's carbon fiber, to make it look like it's a custom hood. It doesn't even look like that. I don't want carbon fiber. I want a nice shiny gloss. You know what has a shiny gloss? The Haslab has a shiny gloss. We won't know though because y'all are haters. Anyway, so we put this back together. We'll put this windshield back together. And for all of you that have been following me for years and being like, oh, look, Sonny, the windshield's cracked the way the windshield on your Avalanche was cracked. Ha ha ha. It's not funny. I got it fixed, all right? But it does have a crack in the middle. So we'll take a typical 6-inch figure that everyone has, the hood, and we'll seat them in there and see what it looks like. So there he is, right there. I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty good look. Now he could stand to sit on like a little 1/12 scale phone book. Just kind of raise him out just a little bit, just a hair, just a tad, and he'll look okay. Or if you have 7-inch figures, it'd probably look better with a 7-inch figure. This guy, bad articulation, Black Adam. And that's how he looks with a 7-inch figure, with the windshield broken. So am I happy with this purchase? Maybe. I don't know. Jury's not out yet. The verdict hasn't been submitted in. I don't know how that works. I don't know court terms. It's not a Haslab. But I will have fun with it. I'll try my best. So shout out to everybody who backed it. All, I don't know, 5,000 of us. Or it might have been 1,000 of us and we all did it 5 times. I don't know. I don't know the demographics or the statistics or analytics of it. Either way, there is alternatives. I just want to put this out there for anybody who's also devastated and letting the slipping of the Haslab affect their life. I just want to thank y'all for listening to me, and I'm going to go cry now. But y'all try to have yourselves a great day.